Hello, welcome to Nomad Living Guy. My name is Scott. For nearly 10 years now, I have called many places home. Thailand, Taiwan, Ukraine, now Poland. I left everything behind, my friends and family, the idea of the American dream, in the pursuit of happiness and freedom. Weird, right? Have you ever felt like a square peg and trying to be fitted in a circle? That was me. After I left the army, I just never felt like I fit in. I was convinced, just go into university. Maybe I'll find a path. I thought I did. So the idea was, go, get a degree, then work on a dual master's, and then come out and help people. Simple plan. There was more to it, but that was my plan. But reality came in and changed everything. In the spring of 2014, I graduated with a bachelor's degree, but I was rejected from both programs I wanted to be in. First, I tried to appeal, make my case. I sat in a room, listening to the people. At the end, I lost all respect too. They wrote me off like they expected me to fail. They thought I was going to fail. In their own words, that they thought I was going to fail. I heard a lot of probabilities, possibilities, lots of maybes. Maybe if I do this, I could get into one of the programs in January of 2015. Maybe if I reapply again, I can get into the programs in August of 2015. I didn't like my options. Kind of shot myself in the foot when I put all my eggs in one basket. So I left the meeting, muttering to myself, to hell with them. Spent the spring into the fall of 2014 applying for jobs in universities with no luck. I was in a funk. Took my family some convincing for me to go on holiday. I didn't want to go on a vacation. But I saw with their reason. But secretly, right after I agreed to have this holiday, I kept my plans to myself. I didn't want no one to know what I was going to do. Because I knew once I told them, they were going to try to convince me that I was wrong and I needed to change my plan. I spent mostly 6 months just scraping by and just struggle. So I just kind of kept it quiet. When I was ready, I finally told them I was going to Ukraine. I was going to stay there for 2 weeks just to show I can do something crazy. Well, I did. And when I came back with an idea, a plan, maybe a new course for me. Teach English as a foreign language. So, shortly thereafter I came back. I applied for my TOEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. After I meet all the requirements, got on a plane to Thailand. Teaching English to teenagers. Difficult. I wanted to explore and see the world, but my job required me to be in a suit. Yeah, I didn't see myself lasting long in Thailand. Finished my contract 4 months later. I was on a plane to Taiwan. Taichung, Taiwan. On paper, I was in a city. Reality, locals told me I was in a fishing village. It was so bad that I was the only white person there. I stuck out like a sore thumb. If you want to know what isolation felt like, just being alone, well, I couldn't speak the language, and I was just being watched like everyone knew where I was doing, what I was doing, where I was going. Because, again, I stuck out. Those 8 months were difficult. something had to change. Yeah, I could have broke contract, get a job in the city, so I'll stick it out, wait till the contract ends, and then get another job in the city. Or try another city. But those 8 months took a toll on me, and I didn't want to stay any longer. So I packed my bags and found myself back in Ukraine. Those were the best 6 years I had. Made lots of friends, started a family, got into the habit of just hopping on a train, waking up in a new city or a new country, travel all over Europe. And you can kind of see where this was going. February 22, Russians invaded Ukraine. Shortly thereafter, I fled with my family to Poland. I try and where I'm trying to rebuild my life here in Poland. Now, this channel is not about what happened in Ukraine. I got a lot of experience from the country. But this is a channel where I would like to build a community of like-minded people to share stories, tips, talk about the good and the bad of our experience living abroad. Give them some helps for those who want to try their first time living overseas. Or swap stories with other like-minded people. Or if you're retiring and you want to live out your golden years in peace, I have some ideas for you. Nomad capitalist Andrew will say, go where you're treated best. Well, nearly these 10 years, I could say, Europe is for me. Will I stay here for another 10 years? I don't know. But I know my preference is way different than yours. Maybe you want to go somewhere else. There's no right or wrong answer. It's what you want. When you're making this decision of yours, think about, do you need to learn a language? What languages you need to learn? What's the cost of living? How much is rent? Rent in the city center, or the average cost in the city of your choice. How much are for groceries? Transportation, dining out. Those are some ideas you need to start thinking. Do you need to come into a country with a visa or without? Can you stay 90 days without a visa? Some countries, yes. Some no. What are the requirements for a tourist or a work visa? If you're applying for a temporary residency or permanent residency, what are the requirements for you to do that? Here are some ideas you need to think. Sometimes it's not really easy, but the challenges can be rewarding. So whatever your decision is, we're here for you. So, you have a wonderful day. Like and comment on this video and subscribe. Thank you.